You are back with comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So my kids are just running an absolute fucking muck at the moment. I remember when I was growing up and we would go to my nana's house in New Zealand, and we knew we could get away with more shit because our nana would defend us against mainly our dad. And history is repeating here. Like, the kids just know they're going to get away with shit. But there's a fucking limit to it. There's a limit to it for me. One of the limits is when my son starts playing shit at soccer. So he had soccer today and he's going up against Indian kids. He's 8.5 and it looks like he's playing against kids like maybe 12. But we're talking about Indian kids here. Like, you're not talking about fucking elite athletes here. Like, these kids are fucking uncoordinated. And for some reason, I don't know what the fuck it is, but these Indian kids, I would say there's about 8 or 9 of them that run with straight legs. This is the caliber of talent I'm talking about. These straight-legged running Indians. For some reason, they don't bend their legs when they run. That's the first thing I would be coaching. I wouldn't even be coaching skills. I'd be like, start bending your fucking knees, idiot. But at least 8 or 9 of these Indian kids are running like Forrest Gump with no braces. And the other thing, this is what happens in India. This is one of the big problems. This is why you can have a population of 1.5 billion people and still only win 2 gold medals at the Olympics from 1958 until present. They've won 8 gold medals and 6 of them were pre-1958. So it hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been a pretty history. But the reason is it's not a meritocracy. Like, it's not like they pick the best athlete. For starters, one of the filters is money, just straight up money. This soccer fucking club or training camp thing he's doing here, the coaches reckon they were trained by Real Madrid. They're certified by Real Madrid to coach. So it ain't cheap. It's like, I think it's $1,500 Australian dollars for the year. So there's your first filter. So only like rich kids can play. Little fat Indian rich kids aren't well known for being great athletes. So that fucking reduces the pool of talent from like 1.5 billion straight down to like, let's say 300 million, something like that. 400 million, which is still a big pool. And then it gets filtered again because you need to know someone, then you got to bribe someone, then you need nepotism and corruption, and the pool gets drained down to like really rich Indians with political connections and a tiny bit of talent. So they're not like China. They're not fucking searching high and low for like poor talent and then they fucking drag them in and then they build them up. No, they filter all that out until you get someone with a tiny little bit of talent but a lot of money. And that's why they can't compete on the world stage in anything besides cricket. Anyway, these are the cunts my son's playing against. Anyway, my son played like dog shit today because he's like staying up every night. He's got no discipline. Every time I go to discipline my kids in front of like my wife's parents and family, because the house has been full, I seem like I'm a fucking like IDF soldier going after a fucking Palestinian kid. Like, there's screams, there's wallowing, there's like fucking what's going on, there's panic. Everyone, I'm like, I just don't want him staying up all night. Is that all right? Can I father him that much? They think I'm a tyrant. I'm just like, I just don't want him staying up all night watching YouTube. Is that okay? So there's some heads being butted at the moment. My fucking daughter's out of control. She just, oh my God. She is. I don't think I've ever met anyone more manipulative than my daughter. She's 4 years old and she's just on like a completely different level. Like, I've met manipulative people. I'm a manipulative person myself. I put myself up there high. But at 4 years old, she's even shocking me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Do you know what she did? This is the level she's at. So we're going to this event today and my daughter was just like howling, like just threw a tantrum because she didn't get the coconut water into the taxi. And like usually I have all this under the control. Usually she won't throw a tantrum this intense and usually I can stop them. But because my wife's parents have just let her fucking go wild, even I can't stop them now. So I gave her a little flick on the nose to shut her up, like just like a little flick. And then my wife acts like I've just committed a genocide. My son starts like, it's just chaos. I'm like, all right, I'm staying out of this now. You discipline the kids. How about that? You fucking take care of it. I'm a tyrant. You fucking look after it. So I just checked out. Anyway, we get to this event and my daughter knows what's going on. I'm like, just let the kids, I'm not disciplining them. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying out of it. You take care of it. They can do whatever they want. You take care of it. Anyway, I get left at the table. We're having lunch and I get left at the table with my daughter. My wife and my son go to the buffet to get something to eat and my daughter's sitting at the table and she's looking at me and and there's white rice just spilt on the table. Someone else's white rice. It's just on the table, not on a plate, just on the table. There's like a small pile of it. And my daughter's looking at me and like making full eye contact with me. And she just starts eating the rice off the table. She knows not to eat that. Like the amount of times we've told her not to do it, she knows. And she just starts eating it, not breaking eye contact with me, just putting it in her mouth. Just like, all right, are you going to say anything? Say something. And she just keeps on eating it. And then she starts grabbing like fucking cucumber that was just sitting on the table as well, starts eating that. And I'm like, like, I'm trying to zen it out, but I'm fucking furious as well. And I'm like, I hope my wife gets back here and sees this because she'll lose her shit. But she didn't. As soon as my wife got back, she stopped. This is a fucking 4-year-old. It's just next level. She's just fucking... Oh my God. Jesus Christ. My son's a good kid. He's a boy. He's retarded. My daughter, fucking Jesus Christ. So, it's just been long. Today's been a long day. I even got back from this event and just passed out for 3 hours. Just went to sleep. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm cooked. Put a fork in me. I'm fucking cooked. Anyway, fucking that'll do it for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll see you the fuck later.